Hello and welcome back, guys. You are gaming with me, Brothgar, and today I've got some No Man's Sky action for you. It just launched here on PC, and I'm going to be giving it a try to play it in VR or convert VR in case that doesn't happen. So I'll be going over some of the early findings that I've had thus far, trying to set it up, and I'm also going to be giving you a little bit of a demo at the end if you happen to have like a Google Cardboard or something like that you can give it a try, but that'll be at the end of the video. I'll see how that all turns out. But before then, let me show you my setup here. So, for controls, I have my headset and my Xbox One controller. That's going to be my wireless controls. I do have head tracking, and that's going to be played out by this mouse right here. So this is a gyroscopic mouse, and as I move it around, it's moving me around in the game. It took a little bit to get that set up just right so that it's more one-to-one than anything else. We see the game right here. I'm using Trinus VR, but it's in compatibility mode, and that's going to be connecting over to my phone, which is inside of my kind of upgraded Google Cardboard setup right here. So that is my setup, guys, and let's jump into the game. Alright, guys, I am in! Alright, so I can use my controller here to do all the movements if I wanted to look around and see everything I need to see. But I can also turn on that mouse I was talking about here, and that should allow me to do head tracking. So there we go, I've just turned it on, and yeah, I can start looking around. This is pretty cool. Early thing that I noticed though when I was doing head tracking with this and connected to the controller is that when I'm doing fine-tuning with the controller, it overrides the mouse or vice versa. So I really have to use one or the other. At any rate though, let's see if we can do a little bit of gameplay here and repair our ship at the very beginning. I'll tell you what, guys, this is pretty cool. As far as like 3D goes, I was not able to get this to work on tri-def 3D. So I don't have stereographic like rendering going on. But what I do have is at least about 1/3 of that depth of field going on by using Trinus. So what Trinus does is it takes a 2D image and then converts it into kind of a 3D format. So right here, we're seeing this text over here on the right. Now, on my end, I can read everything up to this point. You see where my cursor is? Beyond that is pretty hard to read. It probably has to do a lot with my resolution. But I've noticed by using the Trinus, text is a lot easier to read than using like a tri-def, which is stereographic rendering. It seems to struggle more with the text as opposed to like a convert VR. Oh, here we go. I can move it into the center of the screen. Hello. Stay there. Stop moving. No. Come back. All right. Well, there was a lot of little things I needed to learn right off the bat there. So I did a little bit of playing outside of the VR just so I could read all the menus and everything that I needed to do. So I just got to go pick up some more stuff. And essentially that's what I'm going to try to do. So one of the things about just doing the stuff in 3D, like I was saying, tri-def would be stereographic 3D, and that would be ideal because then it's going to be like full 3D. This would also be great if it was working a little bit better, using either fast or the default settings in Trinus VR if you happen to play that, because then the performance would be quite a bit better. Playing it on compatible means that I'm going to be getting right around 20 frames per second inside my headset, and you guys are also going to be seeing a hit on the video side, just because the way it tends to interact and the way that it's working through No Man's Sky. For whatever reason, No Man's Sky has been kind of difficult to record with the PC, and it's not also proving that easy to do with VR, or shall we say convert VR. This would be a really cool game though if they did make it VR, because I can tell you from this experience right here, this is a lot more immersive than just sitting in front of a screen. Alright guys, well I've finished repairing my ship and refueling it, so I'm going to try my first flight here in VR, so let's give it a try. I'm not sure what the controls are, but yeah, let's go for it. That's not the right one. No, get back in. There we go. Whee! Hey, this is cool. I like this. Oh man, I'm lagging like crazy. I know that this game fights so much with OBS right now, and the way it kind of like generates the world while you're trying to play the game at the same time while trying to record it, so far has been really difficult. So let me just give you my summary of what I've experienced thus far as this game. I love the idea of being able to play this game in VR and all that is involved with doing that. But so far, the software is just completely impractical for it. Trinus, which is like my true and tried, it works with just about everything, for some odd reason doesn't work with No Man's Sky. OBS, to even record it, also has a really difficult time doing that as well. TriDef or any sort of stereographic 3D rendering, I have not been able to figure out as well either. So currently the game, as far as Convert VR goes on PC, really isn't quite there just yet. Hopefully it will become there one day eventually, because this game definitely deserves some sort of element of VR. As it is currently, it just doesn't really work out that well. So that's my thoughts on it. I'm going to leave you guys with a little bit of gameplay. I'm going to try to record it from my tablet so you can see what I'm seeing here maybe and kind of get to an understanding of at least where I'm at the moment. Hello.
Radiation protection stabilizing.
Alright, well thanks for watching guys. That's all I have for you guys today. I tried it. It sort of didn't work out, but I'm going to keep my eye on it to see if some compatibility happens here in the near future. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys next time. If I've earned a subscription, then thank you so much for that. Have a great day, guys. Peace. Brothgar out.